The product, I talk with commission, but those are the tangible, the mechanical of the business. I talk about 330, whatever is mechanical. But real talk to me and him is that the feeling talk, the heart talk. I want to see his eye look at me. I want to see his wife look at me. I see if and I want to look this person. If I see this guy is a jerk, he's the kind of person who is not between him and his wife, and I can tell. I go to people's home. We are human beings. We know. And then I can tell that, man, this guy is not good, whatever, or he think me that not good. So that's why I say in the convention, I walk out of the house, I can hear through the air what they think about me. And they say, oh, Xuan like an okay guy, or Xuan like a good guy. I know I can have a starting a relationship. Normally, I need to see this person more than 3 times to be able to have a good feeling and to create a good feeling between him and I in the first few weeks. Sometimes I have a person who feels good about me. I spend a lot of time in the first month so that we have that. The better the relationship, the better the trust, then the better chance for me to be able to move to the next level, which is leadership. Leadership is the ability to be able to direct people, to coach them, to lead them. What's the point to bring a person in and we cannot lead them? So, building a business, actually, I don't want to say slow because you misunderstand. To me, it's the slow, but actually the fastest way to build something is to do that way. But it's not a slow way. It's a sure way. When let's say you build a house, if the foundation is so strong, then you can build everything up there faster. But you build a house, the foundation is not strong, anything you put up there, long run, it's going to be crazy. It's not that fast. But the initial part, the relationship or the friendship, very important. People may quit the business, but they will not quit a friend. So when they have that strong relationship, that friendship, you can retain them. But some of us make a mistake. You treat people so good, sometimes you reach down and you become their friend. Then by the time you try to move, they don't move. That's where you have more friendship than you have leadership. In fact, a lot of nice people always fall into that way. You're nice, but you have to have leadership. Yes, you should be very nice to your people. You should be a good friend to your people. But you have to lead them. You have to be a strong leader. So if you're nice people, but you don't go to work, you don't become strong, how can they follow you? I wouldn't follow somebody who don't have number, even the guy can buy me lunch, dinner every day, but the guy is not doing anything to impress me. How can I follow him? So that's why they say something leading by example. I have to have a good example. Now, I have a good relationship. I will keep Rocky with me forever. He loves me. He stays me. He trusts me. He knows I care about him. But if I want to lead him, I have to be double or triple or 10 times better than him. Gotta know what I'm doing. So on the other hand, so I have to be a good leader who have example, who have number, I know what I'm talking about, or I'm more committed, then I can lead him. But I'm a casual guy. I don't have a goal. I don't have a number. I'm not the kind of leader that I want to follow. then I can retain people, but I cannot move. So my team is going to be stagnated. On the other hand, some people have a lot of leadership, but have no relationship. Some of you too tough to people. Some people is, I'm a CEO, I'm a great person. Why you not listen to me? Whatever, you don't treat people very nice. They also don't follow you. As even though you're very good what you do, so you have to think in balance. This leadership and relationship is ongoing. Not only the first year, not first month, first 3 months, not 2 years. It had to be 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years. I had to earn my leadership to this guy. You think Rocky going to put me up here because I'm a nobody? Would you listen to a guy like me if you know that I wouldn't do anything? I'd have no track record. I'm just a guy who override you. How impact is that? If I go talk to you and deep down you know Xuan is just a guy semi-retired. The last thing he do is long time ago. But he go here, motivate me. If I like that, I'd rather retire. I don't want to stand in here talking to you that I don't earn it. As to today, I still work as hard as many of you. I'm in the business as good as you, many of you. I'm committed to this business like any one of you, or even more than many of you. I'm more disciplined than any one of you. So if you understand that, you will understand what's the problem in life. In the business, as good as you, many of you, I'm committed to this business like any one of you, or even more than many of you. I'm more disciplined than any one of you. I need to fix some of the problem before I move on. If you're not fixing that thing, my talk next is waste time. COVID-19 killing the relationship. What kind of relationship? On the Zoom. Just like a young man who dating a young woman on eHarmony or something. How long you could, that you can have some connection, but there's no real relationship. No commitment until you face to face. You got to get to know each other for real, because you make some serious decision. COVID-19, you build a team. You see, the biggest thing in the business is about relationship and leadership. It comes face to face, teamwork. What is Zoom? What is Zoom? Have to mom be caring for your consumer, but mom, I love you. Can you put on Zoom? You care because you see her every day or as much time you can. Zoom kill relationship. Zoom kill discipline. I cannot work with people who have no discipline. First we have Zoom. They show up, eventually 100 guys, only 80 show up, and then 60 show up, and eventually they have 50 show up. Half of them put the camera on the ceiling. Disrespectful, distractful. Some of them don't put the camera on the ceiling. They put just their picture on it. How I build the people like that? Are you kidding me? You try to build a business with the people who have no minimum level of respect, or discipline. And I'm wondering those people, why they put the screen on or they put the camera on the ceiling. What kind of clothes they're wearing right now? Or where did they sit? People love Zoom. You don't see the dark side of Zoom in the business. No wonder Elon Musk say that to be, you see that letter from Elon Musk sent to his employee? To be very clear, if you guys don't show up a minimum of 40 hours, consider yourself fired. I cannot do it for you guys, but if I can, all you will Zoom with me, I can fire you. I don't fire you. You might die, I don't fire you on 5-5 because I cannot do it, but I will fire you in my head. I respect you, but you must respect me. I work with you. I work hard. I want to be successful. I don't want to work with the people undisciplined. I tell my guys, and we've been doing right now, we totally almost shut out all the Zoom. The only person that are allowed to be on Zoom is that I build long distance, that they are an hour and a half away, usually an hour and a half away. If 1 hour, you better show up here. In fact, right now, we do the meeting almost like 1 or 2 people we allowed to be on Zoom because they're too far away. Otherwise, I don't care. If you don't show up, I don't care. In fact, you just filter yourself out quickly. I'd rather build with less people that I have, effective with people, rather build with people who don't have a minimum level of discipline. To me, the business show up like twice a week on a nighttime or Saturday. What's a big deal about it? You talk about, if I cannot contradict with my own mind. My action and my mind have to come together. If I want to talk with you about 100,000 or multiple 100,000, especially if I think that you're for real people who want to be $1 million earner, which I think I can build people like that. I build many people like that. And I say, okay, you know what, take it easy. If you don't see me, you can Zoom and I'm going to get you. Then I contradict my own. You know, no coach, no leader would allow people like that. You are really killing the guy. If I know Rocky is $1 million earner and I train him the wrong way to be easygoing, I've just killed his future. I'm not a tough man. I just tell you how my mind is. You know, again, I say that if you don't want to, if you are not agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. This talk is not for you. My talk here for the people who come here, who want to make 7-figure income. I come here because I want to make 7-figure income. Now, for those of you who come here, you just have an idea you make part-time income. This is not a talk for you. In fact, you shouldn't be here to waste your time. I think the people who stay here is the right kind of people. You make an extra effort. It's not easy to stay just the last 4 or 5 days and still stay here Sunday or Monday. So I know that you're serious. So I want to make this thing the most effective work with you because I only have one chance with you. This is the business that you require a lot of hard work. Let me tell you, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. What do you expect? Just like a cakewalk to make $1 million? How How much money you put in this business? $125? You don't put a meal. Then what do you put in? You know, your real asset in this business is your personal discipline on the action type. You are disciplined physically, you're physically, emotionally. If you get hurt, don't show. If you have something negative in your head, don't say. And you discipline on the system. You got to have a system discipline, which is another subject. You got to discipline physically, mentally, emotionally, and systematically. But the hard part is always emotion. Too easy to fall into negative or doubt. So I just want to tell you, and you don't have to, for those of you who are serious business, it's not about the information. It's not about Zoom either. It's about your mentality, about your discipline. You cannot build a team that is lack of discipline. Do not accept undisciplined people to ruin your future. You have somebody on a Zoom. If you allow somebody on a Zoom, it has to be face-to-face. It's so hard to Zoom kill the concentration. I watch my grandchild. I asked my wife, like we have Alicia's son, the kid miserable during COVID because school cannot they do on Zoom. The kid cannot focus more than 10 minutes on the screen. So as an adult, most people, even they sit in a physical meeting like this, some of them still like this. Imagine they sit at home on Zoom, how many computers around them or some other thing. They cannot focus. Only here that you can have a chance to learn something. And for many of you here, the reason I want you to be in front because I want to see my eye and I see your eyes so that you are not distracted. You sit down there, I don't know what you're looking. When you do a meeting and you don't have eye contact with people, you have a convention. But you have eye contact, you have a meeting. So the people, I just have meeting for the people in my first 10 row. For many of you sit down there, pretty much you go to convention to see a good talking guy. I want to say this, we have a lot of respectful people here. Many of you come for some reason, I'm not being disrespectful with anyone. I just try to be very frank with you. That's all. I don't mean anything to offend any one of you. So if I can tell you about this thing, then I got to move on with the other action part because we need to build something good, something strong. And by the way, don't look what other people do. Look at what we do. Don't look around. The neighbor is different than yourself. People there, they're different market. Different way they do the business. Some will do the right way, the wrong way, some way. I don't care. All I know to know what I have and what you have. You and me. We are together. And we know, you know me, and I know you. We got to have a goal. Don't look around what other people are doing.